Hey everyone, this is Anja from the Tulip team, and today I want to give you a quick overview of the Weigh and Dispense library app that we have built, and I'll specifically focus on the manual weighing, and I want to show you how we did the barcode scanning integration on this app. So first of all, you see that we start on the first screen where we have to select a batch number, and you will be hearing the beeping of my barcode scanner in the back while I scan the first order on this list, and you will see that it will auto jump to the next step after I selected the order that I'm working on. On this page, we are selecting the material that we want to weigh out, and we see that we have active materials and we have compensator materials and excipients. From the excipients, all of them can just be selected and can be weighed out. Looking at the active and the compensator, of course, we first want to weigh the active and then the compensator to be able to compensate the active ingredient. So let's have a look what happens when we scan the compensator order number. And you see this will show me a message that the material is a compensator. It can only be weighed after the active ingredient has been weighed, and we are not proceeding to the next step. So let's scan the active one and see what happens then. You see it proceeds to the next step, and we're able to weigh this out. As the active ingredient will always have a hazardous information marked with, or can have this marked with it, we get to the GHS data page where we will have to read through what is provided. We have to click the checkbox to see that we acknowledged it, and then we can select or go to the select button and go to the next step. From here, we're now able to select the lot that we want to weigh out from. I'll go ahead and do the first one. Again, scan this with the scanner and get to the next page where I can select the weighing method. As I mentioned before, I'll do the manual ones today. So we start with gross manual here. And we proceed to the next step. And we have to select our scale. And here I'll go with the first one from the list. And scan this as well. So from here now on, we are in the weighing steps. I'll put the barcode scanner down because from here it is actually doing some work, you could say. We start off with zeroing the scale. I'll have my scale right next to me, and I'll read the instructions on the page and then do it on the scale, and we'll just confirm it in the app. So I click zero the scale on the scale, and I confirm that I did that. Then I get to record the tare. Of course, here I'll put the container on my scale. I will enter the weight that my scale reads, and this is for here. This is actually 20 grams. So I type this in and I press to record the tare, and I get to the next step where I'm now actually weighing in my material. As this is gross weighing, I put my whole container on the scale, and this will actually give me a weighing quantity of 500 grams here. I can update the gauge, and I'll see that I haven't weighed in everything, but that is fine because with gross weighing, you just get a certain amount, which might not be the amount that you need in the end, and I can confirm the weight now here. With this, I go to acknowledge the weighing. So this is where I actually sign that I did the weighing. I put in my credentials and I click the submit button. And with this, the first part of the weighing is recorded. I get to the step where I can print the label. It will show me what is all the information that I've put in. So it will give me my tare, my gross value, and everything else. Gives me the QR code that will then also go on the label, and then I can print the label. This will trigger printing the label and will also get me back to the step where I can select another lot that I weigh out from. If you remember, we haven't weighed out everything. Actually, we can see here on the left there is still some quantity left that needs to be weighed for that active ingredient. So I get back to the lot list and I can actually weigh out the rest of the material that I need to weigh out. So I'll show you how this works when I click on it. So we go into the same material here again. We select it now with the mouse, and we say now we want to do net manual. We select this as well. we select our scale, and then get to the instruction steps again. Again, I have to zero my scale. I will have to put my container on the scale and record the tare weight. In this case, it's actually 20.5 grams. I record this, and now I get again to the dispensing step. This looks quite the same as it did before, but now I actually will scoop in some material into my container, and we will hopefully now make it to the required quantity. So let's, for the matter of the demo here, put in 51.8. We update the gauge, we see that it turns green, so we have actually reached the amount that we are supposed to be putting in, and yeah, so we're within tolerance. So we can confirm the weight now. Again, we're assigning for this, so we put the weighing in, we submit it. So we sign for it, and the next step will give me another step that I'll have to do, which is I have to release the scale. So I take my container off and I check what the scale is now reading to see if I did something wrong in the weighing or not, so to see what the tare reads now. And the tare that my scale might show now might be, again, 20.5 minus this time, of course, and we confirm this, and this won't give me an error because this was actually what I had as a tare before, so this will get me to the print label page again. Otherwise I might have to sign that something went wrong, and then I get back to the print label page, I print the label, and I get routed back to the material page where I can now actually select the compensator because the active ingredient has been weighed, and can take it from here. This was the demo so far. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.